Well, what a magnificent field of cars. Got a presentation to each of these drivers to do and get through tonight. Our CEO of Speedway Sedans Australia and our Grand Marshal about to kick off the presentations to our finalists in tonight's final. I'll grab our Grand Marshal right now. Well, what a race this is going to be, mate.
Absolutely hot. I think everybody will thoroughly enjoy it and watch for the action.
Not wrong. And Chief, this is what it's all about. We love this. We all get excited right now.
Absolutely, Rhino. Hang on to your hats, folks. She's going to be one awesome show. So let's do it.
Absolutely. All right, let's run through your starters in tonight's feature race.
Starting from P22, all the way from Rockhampton in Queensland, it's the Q63 of Justin Smithwick.
Position number 21 will be the South Australia number 99 from Sturry in South Australia, Stephen Swartz.
From Townsville in North Queensland, it's the Q44 of Trent Wilson, starting from P20.
Inside of him from Blackwater in Queensland will be the Queensland number 4 of Lee Williams.
From position number 18, the winner of one of our B mains, it's the V16 of Ashbergmere.
Starting from position 17 from Ballarat, the former Queensland Street Stock champion, Darren Giacometti.
Out of P16, the first of our automatic qualifiers, the 2011 National Super Sedan champion, it's the Joker, Steve Jordan.
Starting on his inside from Forestdale in WA, Keith Higgs. Gary Higgs, sorry mate.
Out of P14, the two-time National Super Sedan champion, the third generation pilot from the Apple Isle, it's Callum Harper.
On his inside from Woodchester, the South Australia 22 for Penrite, none other than Paul Blenkryan.
Panola, just up on the road, South Australia's Dave Gartner will go from P12, the GT Bobcat Maxwell Racing Engines entry.
From position number 11, from a place called Kingaroy, what a job for David Mush.
And starting out of P10 all the way from Broome in the far north of Western Australia, it's the Macquarie Brown Earth Moving Dominator of Phil Barton.
Position number 9, a former 3-time national champion from Terralligan in Victoria, Mick Nicola.
Out of P8, the former Tasmanian Super Sedan champion, it's Steve Latham.
Position number 7, from Eagle Hawk in Victoria, former multi-state champion, Lucas Roberts.
And how about the performance of this young fella this weekend in the Q77? It's Sam Rosa.
From position number 5, from Bega in New South Wales, there's plenty of people cheering him on in a $2,000 pick in the fantasy competition. How about some noise for Tyson Moon?
Going from the outside of the second row, the second generation Super Sedan pilot, the V23 of Mick Nicola Jr.
Position number 3, hails out of a place at Ipswich just down the road from Brisbane. The defending national champion. How about some noise for Matt Pascoe?
And starting from the outside of the front row, the Ian Botcher Race Parts Q36 of the 3-time national champion, it's Darren Kane, looking to join Grenville Anderson as a 4-time winner of the National Super Sedan title.
From pole position, he's a 2014 Australian AMCA national champion, a 2-time state champion in Super Sedans from Penfold Gardens. How about some noise for Ryan Alexander? What a absolutely epic sight of 22 starters in the 49th National Super Sedan title here at Borderline Speedway in Mount Gambier. Hey Mount Gambier, are you ready? Our drivers are saddling up right now. And Smalley, you can really feel some of these guys look absolutely nervous as racetrack is hooked and absolutely hooked up. And they're going to be the edge of the seat.
Yeah,
Matt
it's always plenty of tension before these big races, as you well know, Rhino, particularly national titles. A lot of drivers try and tell you it's just another race. It's not just another race. It's the sum of everything you've done in your entire racing career leading up to this point. This is what they race for, the big shows, and the biggest of all is the national title.
Mick Nicola Jr., what a performance. $6,000 tip. We'll pick in the Fantasy Speedway Australia Fantasy Tipping Competition. Rolling the black and orange, Tyson Moon. Saddling up right now. And what a job by Sam Rosa out of Clontarf in Queensland for Ford Wreckers Redcliffe. They're doing a heck of a job here this weekend. Our drivers are just about all saddled up. Their crews are about to head back to the pit area. We aren't too far away from getting underway with the 2020 National Super Sedan title. Massive amount of people choosing in right now at home. Phenomenal audience around the world. Pro One Race Parts powering all the action of our SSA live stream. Thanks to Ash Media and all the his staff, all the production crew, and everything that they've done over the weekend. And thank you to the Speedway Sedans Australia for instilling some trust and welcoming us into the SSA family to be bringing you these national titles. Absolute honor and a privilege to be here on a historic weekend of Super Sedan racing. We're getting to that time of the night. It's a great time of the year. It's time to sound the bells. The last of our crews are heading off. The Chief Steward tells them to get ready and to go in our formation laps. We're going to go 4 wide for you, the fans. I want to say a big thanks to all the crews and all the drivers and all their families and supporters for traveling so far to be here this weekend. I want to thank all the officials, all the volunteers, everyone from the club every single person involved in Borderline Speedway and Speedway Sedans Australia for making this event possible. I want to thank all you, the fans, for being here to take part in this historic event. And thank all of you people at home watching in on the live stream for supporting Super Sedan Racing in 2020. I am definitely going to need some iPhones. How about you get them out of your pockets and show these drivers you care about them. We need your help. 3 people have iPhones. We appreciate that. Thank you. Let's crank them up. Let's show these Super Sedan drivers they're superstars and they deserve the attention as we form them up in the greatest sight in world motorsport. A 4-wide salute to you, the fans, in the 2020 national title. Mount Gambier, can I have some noise? Oh yeah, now we're getting rowdy. All right, we're rolling through turn 1 and 2. Let's get some noise in turn 2 right now. What a magnificent sight on the back straight. Can I have some noise? Come on, Bar, give us a roar. Does it get any better than this? At Borderline Speedway in Mount Gambier, the 2020 49th running of the National Super Sedan title. And it's showtime in Mount Gambier. Great looking field. And yellow lights are out. The time to go green is now. This is the 49th running of the National Super Sedan title. Ryan Alexander and Darren Kane in the front row. It's time to roll up the sleeves and get after it for the national title. Alexander and Kane, good even dispatch, and Darren Kane leads the first circulation at Borderline. And look at these cars, absolutely hammer. And the opening lap of the national title, Smalley.
They do indeed. Darren Kane leading down the back straight for the second occasion. Mick Nicola Jr., what a great start. The V23's up in third, challenging Ryan Alexander for that runner-up position. Pascoe sits in fourth place. From Tyson Murders, Alexander bounces his way out of turn 2. Steve Latham from Sam Rosa, Mick Nicola Sr. as Lucas Roberts to his outside. There's Pascoe looking to the inside of Mick Nicola Jr. It's Alexander Nicola Jr. and Pascoe looked like something just come off one of the cars as they entered turn number 1 that time around in that second, third and fourth gap. Back paddle, but Darren Kane, he leads comfortably at the moment from Ryan Alexander. It's a high-speed freight train around the Borderline Speedway.
Kane is hammered down and handsome. What a lead that he's got. Back to Alexander. Nicola Jr. and Pascoe's back to fourth. Late. Oh! And Phil Barton spins in front of us here on the main straight, and our first caution will come out. And I tell you what, I reckon he's come off the infield tyre, which unsettled the MJ tyres. Number 36 out of Broome. What a frantic start. Holy smokes, how fast is Darren Kane right now, Smalley?
Was Steve Jordan, Dave Gartner, Callum Harper, Ash Bergmere, Paul Blinkine. So we get set to go green. This time around, 36 laps remain for car 36, who's looking to join Grenville Anderson as a 4-time winner of the National Super Sedan title. Still a long way to go in this one. Green flag comes down, we're back underway as Nicola Jr. goes to the bottom of the side of the racetrack straight away, looking to the inside of Alexander, and all of a sudden, Matt Pascoe is stalking them. He looks to the side. Oh, Steve Latham has tagged the concrete wall in the entrance to turn number 3, and it's just caught that right front wheel and dragged it in, and I have to say it has some steering damage to the front of the Nets Tasmania entry.
And our infield officials will go to work here. Oh no, there's fuel. Is that pouring out of the car? So they're looking over this. There's certainly fuel. Is it coming from the breather or the overflow? A big moment here. They're working overtime to assess the damage. Oh, so actually we can see this here. That one of the arms is actually broken. No, it's not. So I grabbed Jake quickly. Hey, Jake, what was the problem there?
He's just got a bit of a hose that's come loose and dangling down, but it's only a breather, so nothing to worry about.
Well, there we go. Jake touring with the biggest biceps on the infield, giving us the update. And Steve Latham, unfortunately, sitting here looking a little upset and doesn't like talking to me. Steve, hard luck, mate.
Yeah, no, we just we grazed the wall on the way past, and it just sucked me in, and I couldn't get off it. So no, we bent another bottom arm, so yeah, we had to pull in here.
Hard luck, mate. We appreciate your support. He's a huge supporter of Super Sedan racing around the country. So there we go. Darren Kane comes in impeccable form. He was second at Murray Bridge last weekend. He won the South Australian title here 2 weeks ago. And he currently leads the national title with 36 laps to run. It's time to boogie as we go hammer down once again. And Mick Nicola Jr. wants to try to make it stick on the bottom. And looks pretty good in the 23 as Pascoe tries to rail upstairs now. And Pascoe looks good all of a sudden in the A1, Smalley.
Yeah, he goes to the outside of Mick Nicola Jr. They're side by side into turns 3 and 4. Just starting to back up a little bit behind the leader as we got
Gary Higgs.
And looks like Darren Giacometti have got together on the back straight. Ron, I think you caught that one better than myself.
I saw chaos unfolding as two cars were firing off at a rate of knots down towards the tyres that are well off the racing surface. Gary Higgs.
So much moisture, so much grip in the racetrack. And I just had to fill just prior to that stoppage. I know we only went for about a lap or so. But Darren Kane, the car, just had a couple of nervous moments as Lucas Roberts is headed to the infield in the insane chassis house car. Green flag comes down, back underway with 35 laps remaining. Darren Kane leads them into turns 1 and 2. Matt Pascoe, the reigning national champion, again looking for a way past Mick Nicola Jr. as Moon and Sam Rosa sit back there in 5th and 6th place. Ryan Alexander is getting the elbows up big time. He's hustling the S47 National Karate entry right onto the rear lid of the Darren Kane. They're nearly side by side into 3 and 4. The two sweet chassis, Nicola Jr. and Matt Pascoe. Line astern behind Alexander. Bit of a gap back to Moon, Rosa, Mick Nicola Sr. and the Joker Steve Jordan from P16 is up in 8th place. He's flying through the field. It's a 2011 national champion as Pascoe again looks to the inside of Nicola Jr. on the exit of turn number 4.
Oh, Gardner's gone in. Oh, these guys. Oh! And Giacometti had nowhere to go and has absolutely clobbered Dave Gardner. And there is big damage to Dave Gardner in the SA8, and he is out of the national title. Look at that, it's ripped the right rear off now. Big crash here on the main straight. And we are only 7 laps in. Wow. Is he just not happy? He pulled in earlier before to, as you recall, to get the steering checked out because it didn't feel right. And he said, something's just not right. No point tearing up a car for no reason, or worse, taking someone else out if something was to break. Dave Gardner's out of the car, folks. Put your hands together. Absolutely devastated. Absolutely shattered. Darren Giacometti rolls away. And Ricey might be able to pick this up, but it looks like it's punched the diff a long way over. Look at that, how far that left rear. And the left rear, is it guard work? Was that normal? Is that in the setup, or is that punched the diff right over? They're checking something in the cockpit here. Doug Rigby, our official. It looks a little awkward right now. Oh, he's one way. I think it's his one way. So that little yellow thing that they're plugging into his headsets right now. And he's just clipped that back on. Right there, on his belts is the way the chief steward is able to talk to these drivers. And that's what the problem was. So it had unfallen or unclipped itself and fallen down between his feet. And who says Super Sedan racing is dead? You're kidding, right? They are just ramping up for some big, big years ahead. So thank you to so many people that are tuned in around the world and to Pro 1 Race Parts. Restart is coming, Smalley. We got 33 laps still to run.
Darren Kane, 33 laps ahead of him between himself and his 4th national title. He leads the field out of turn 4 to the green flag. Ron Alexander and Mick Nicola Jr., 2 of the young guns of the Super Sedan category in this country. Line astern behind him from Pascoe Moon and Sam Rosa. A giant killing performance this weekend. He sits in 6th place from Mick Nicola Jr., Steve Jordan, and Ash Bergmere rolling the bottom down the inside of David Bush up into 9th place in the V16 as Nicola Jr. and Pascoe right behind Ryan Alexander as Darren Kane ever so slightly got out to a bit of a handicap on that opening lap with 31 laps remaining at the Borderline Speedway here in Mount Gambier, South Australia. Nicola Jr. working the bottom as Nicola Sr. and Rosa have come together, and Rosa's come to a stop. Bush and Blinkerom along with Phil Barton, Lee Williams and Justin Smithwick all taking evasive action. Yeah. So I don't know how you saw it, Ryan. It just looked like Nicola Sr. and Rosa banged wheels at the entrance of turn number 1. And it all happened from there.
It did. Sam Rosa bicycled right up on 2 wheels. He got off the gas and then Mushy arrived in a hurry. Mushy looks at me and he gets disappointed when he sees me because he knows what that means. Hey, Mushy, hard luck. Wrong place, wrong time, buddy.
Yeah, unlucky. Just racing incident, mate.
Certainly was, mate. But I tell you what, the good news is about all of this, we've broken every single live stream record that we've ever had. The coverage has got so many people watching. An absolutely wonderful weekend.
Oh, that's cool, mate. They reckon Sedans are in trouble.
Yeah, far from it, mate. Good on you. Well done, Mushy. It's a great thing. He's still got a smile on his face. He's just poking around. Mick Nicola Sr. Once an official. He's pointing at something there. You can see that. So he's pleading his case about what he thinks happened. Alexander, Nicola Jr., Pascoe and Moon, your top 5. Time to get after it. Can we get some green laps in a row done? We're back underway.
And Darren Kane leads him into turn number 1. As Ryan Alexander just throws the South Australia 47 off the end of the front straight, trying to reel in Darren Kane. Just stalking his prey at the moment. Nicola Jr. and Pascoe still sitting there. Line astern in 3rd and 4th. Bergmere rolling the bottom on Steve Jordan. They're side by side as Ryan Alexander was nearly into the pit gate that last time around. Nearly opened the door for Nicola Jr. Ash Bergmere from the B main is up into 6th place, and he's still got 29 more laps to work with as Ryan Alexander now challenging Darren Kane for the race lead. The two Dominator cars, 1-2 at the moment. Alexander just got a bit untidy, and Mick Nicola Jr. looking to the bottom side of the racetrack. They work their way past the Gambia Earth Mover sign into the front straight here at Borderline. 28 laps remaining. Bergmere on the bottom on Steve Jordan once again. And the V16 nearly went into 6th place. The 2011 national champion, Steve Jordan, back around the outside as Darren Kane's now gone to the bottom side of the racetrack. Will that open the door for Ryan Alexander?
Kane just ahead of Alexander as they rip around this little bull ring. Racetrack is hooked up and got some character. Kane will drive this thing. He said he does not want to finish second. He'd rather finish on the infield than finish on the podium this year, but he's got Alexander right behind. We'll stay with this epic battle as it starts to ramp up for the lead here. Pascoe just sneaking around to the bottom. Bergmere and Jordan are 6th and 7th, but Alexander stays upstairs. He's rolling the cushion. Look at the 47 hike the wheel through 1 and 2 as he grabs the cush, loads up that right rear, and the sidewall gets massive side bite in the 47. And he's sizing up Darren Kane here. Kane rolls the hay diddle and is looking for a nice way around because his car's not real good right now. He's a fair bit tight, and Alexander is coming. He's right behind with 22 to run, Smalley.
Yeah, he's just trying to find a bit of racetrack to use on the outside of Darren Kane. Ever so slightly, I'm feeling the Q36 is getting a little bit looser and looser. And at Ryan Alexander, I've got to feel that his car's starting to come on ever so slightly as we move into the second portion of this A main. Nicola Jr. and Matt Pascoe are right there as the lap traffic's going to come into play. This is the first time we've had some clear green running. And it's still Darren Kane from Alexander, Nicola Jr. and Matt Pascoe. That 4's scooted away from Tyson Moon. Steve Jordan and Bergmere continue their great battle for 6th place. Trent Wilson is an 8th from Callum Harper. And running at your top 10 is Paul Blinkiron after with Phil Barton right behind him as they come up on the lap car of Steve Swartz, the S99. They work their way down the inside of him to the 2 leaders of Darren Kane and Ryan Alexander with the 2 sweet cars, Nicola Jr. and Matt Pascoe sitting in 3rd and 4th. There is 18 laps remaining in the A main for the SSA National Super Sedan title. Can Ryan Alexander find a way past Darren Kane? Darren Kane just driving the car oh so straight at the moment, doing some nice tidy laps. He would know that someone is banging on the door. Can the South Australia 47 for NZ find a way past the 3-time national champion in Queensland's Darren Kane?
Kane and Alexander, what an absolutely epic event this is. A terrific feature race as we start to string some green laps together. Look at the drive Darren Kane got off turn 2 that time. Dusty Higgs and Barton exchange a little paint through turn 4, and Kane is now buried in traffic. He goes to the bottom on the inside of Lee Williams, and now he's vulnerable to Alexander. Williams goes to the bottom, and that allows Alexander a free run on the top where he's been running, and they come up on Smithwick and put him at bay. Kane slides through the middle and now rockets down the main or the back straight there. Past the lap count, it'll be 13 laps to run here, Smalley, and Kane's got some clean air again.
He does, as Pascoe now working to the outside of Nicola Jr. in the entrance at turn number 1. Nearly got the job done that time around. The big gaggle of cars in front of our leader now. This is where it'll be interesting for Darren Kane as he'll try and work his way through the lap traffic. Those cars battling at the back end of the top 10. Phil Barton and Sam Rosa in front of him, battling for 13th and 14th place, just behind Mick Nicola Sr. and Paul Blenkiron. There's 3 cars. Make that 4 wide, the lap cars right in front of our leaders. Ryan Alexander, is this his moment? Oh, have a look at this, race fans. Rosa, Barton, Nicola Sr. and Brinkhine in front of Darren Kane and Ryan Alexander. Oh, Rhino, what's he going to do here?
Oh, epic battle in traffic. Look at the masterclass. Darren Kane, Ryan Alexander, Mick Nicola Jr., Matt Pascoe wants in on this. Talking point right here. Pascoe gets to 3rd. Here comes Pascoe. Alexander to the top of the racetrack. Are you kidding me right now? Kane through the middle. Alexander, Nicola Jr. and Pascoe still side by side. Smalley, 8 to run here.
Yeah, 8 to run as they come past the start-finish line. Matt Pascoe was 3rd at the line, and all of a sudden, he's coming from the absolute clouds in the Australia number 1 sweet chassis. He's right up behind Alexander and Darren Kane. Kane goes to the bottom of the lap car of Phil Barton in front of him. Pascoe is right there. Can the national champion win his 4th crown? He's right up behind Alexander, who bangs wheels with the lap car of Phil Barton on the exit at turn number 2. There's 6 laps remaining of borderline this time around. Can Darren Kane lead from start to finish? Alexander, Pascoe, and don't forget about Mick Nicola Jr. The 4 of them line astern. Alexander goes to the bottom on the exit at turn number 2. Nearly got the job done, and Matt Pascoe is storming into contention. To the bottom side of the racetrack goes the Australian number 1 to the inside of Alexander. 5 laps to run. Alexander on the bottom. Kane on the outside. Pascoe tried to go through the middle. Down the back straight. There'll be 4 laps remaining next time around, Rhino. Can Darren Kane hold on?
Kane, Alexander and Pascoe. The closest margin in a Super Sedan title's like 2.5 seconds. I tell you what, we're on track to smash that apart. Kane just leads. We come up on back markers once again. Nicola Sr. and Dusty Higgs are right in front of your top 4. Kane leads with 2.5 laps to run, Smalley.
Darren Kane, he's got Gary Higgs and Nicola Sr. in front of him. What will he do? What's Ryan Alexander got? I've got a feel he almost touched the concrete wall on the exit at turn number 4 that time around. Here comes Alexander and Matt Pascoe. Mick Nicola Jr. still sits in 4th. They work their way through the lap cars. Darren Kane around the outside of Gary Higgs. He gets the white flag. 1 to run a borderline. Pascoe to the bottom on Alexander. Whoa, Nicola Sr. coming to play. Down the back straight for the last time. The Q36 of Darren Kane comes through turns 3 and 4 for the final time and will join Grenville Anderson as a 4-time National Super Sedan champion. Darren Kane does it from Ryan Alexander. Matt Pascoe 3rd. Nicola Jr. will be 4th. From Tyson Moon rounding out your top 5. What a finish of the National Super Sedan title. Unbelievable stuff from the Super Sedans. And Darren Kane won the South Australian title here a fortnight ago. He now becomes a 4-time National Super Sedan champion.
Well, how about that? What an absolutely epic feature race here at Borderline Speedway. The national title has been a belter. It's the closest margin ever in history for a national title for Super Sedans. And Darren Kane becomes a 4-time national champion. Put your hands together as he rolls past for the 2020 national champion. What a drive. Show your appreciation as he rolls by. 4-time national champion joins the great Grenville Anderson. Absolutely phenomenal performance. And we're going to send him on one more rolling lap. We got street stock still to come next. Trophy presentation to get through. Presentations will be in the pits after the street stock feature race. We will talk to Darren in victory lane. He's got one big more job to do. He's got to hit minimum weight. And Darren Kane, he seriously said on Friday, I'm not going to finish on the podium. I'll be upside down before I finish on the podium. Our biggest coverage ever in all the years we've been doing it. It had a massive lead up. Well, this is a big moment in time. Darren Kane has to meet minimum weight, 1100. Is what he needs to. The thing to remember, they have big fuel tanks. They were doing a lot of rolling laps. It'll go rather close. Some of the cars before have been quite close. Looking for 1100. Easy done. It's correct weight. Darren Kane wins the national title. And Ryan Alexander, the first driver, to congratulate him. Matt Pascoe there as well, so too Tyson Moon. We will grab a quick chat with Darren. And he is absolutely pumped. As he climbs from the car, I reckon we might get a roof dance out of him. Mount Gambier, put your hands together for a 4-time national champion in Darren Kane. Absolutely phenomenal drive. And we're going to grab him down here. His roof's a little, we got roof damage now, but that's okay. We get your hands device, mate. We want to talk to you. He's pretty pumped up right now. But I tell you what, let's talk to this guy who's just won his 4th national championship. Congratulations, Darren. Well done.
Man, that was hard work. We was probably a bit free for the track in the middle, so I had to follow it through the middle and try and find some grip, and it was tightening up on the holes, and then so just try and carry as much speed over my good parts and where I lacked in my bad parts, and but in the lap traffic I sort of move around all right, but yeah, she was hard work. Leading the whole race, you don't know where to run, and I was sort of moving all over the track, but I never really felt comfortable, but obviously the guys behind me never felt as comfortable either.
No, certainly right there. What did you think when you come up on lap traffic and they'll 4 across the racetrack?
Well, I just tried to carry as much speed through the middle and sort of got up against them and hoped they'd see me, but they kept racing me to the next corner, so I had to sort of bonsai'd in a few times, but yeah, that was pretty awesome. Thanks Dean Botcher for letting me drive the car. All the crew. It's hard work.
Certainly is, mate. Well done to Darren Kane, who's pretty pumped up about it. I think we've got some presentations coming up here on the infield. Well, let's get him over here. 5th place tonight from Bega in New South Wales. Put your hands together for Tyson Moon. Look at you go, mate. Well done.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, eh? First time out for the national title, and yeah, we top 5, mate. Feels like a bit of a win for us. Like, that's pretty cool. So, first time out, and I just can't thank everyone enough, eh? Like, Borderline Speedway has been awesome, mate. Like, this track is just awesome, and I can't thank my mum, my dad, my crew, my sister, Joby Coleman. Like, they worked tirelessly on this car, and Graham Silk Race Engines, mate. They built a awesome motor, and most of all, I cannot thank my wife and my young fella for letting me go racing all this time. Like, they are the rock, mate. Like, I owe it all to them, and they're just the best. And this whole crew is just the best.
Unreal, mate. Your $2,000 pick in the fantasy league, right? There's a lot of happy people at home right now.
Yeah, it's good, eh? That's cool. Like, yeah, I'm stoked, mate. I really am. So it's awesome.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations. Tyson Moon in 5th place. Home in 4th tonight. What a drive for Mick Nicola Jr. What a race, mate. Well done.
Yeah, it was crazy out there. Track got a bit rough, and yeah, hung with them till lap traffic and thought this was going to get interesting, and just didn't fall my way in the end.
No, not at all, but top 5 in this kind of calibre. You've been good all weekend.
Yeah, I have had a really good weekend. The car's been really good the whole time. Crew's worked really hard. We've had it on point. So, yeah, to be finished in the top 5 with this sort of field here this weekend's, yeah, a huge achievement.
You better thank everyone that helps you get down the road, mate.
Yeah, just like to thank my wife, Emma, and the kids watching from home. Big thanks to my crew, Sean, Alan, Wayne and PJ. And big thanks to Kempy, me dad, Rick Slater, Carpet Country, Dawson's. There's so many thanks. So, thanks very much.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations to Mick Nicola Jr. home in 4th place. 3rd place tonight is the outgoing national champion. Make some noise for Matt Pascoe. He's still got a smile on his face. He just loves racing. The Grand Marshal presents him with a wonderful trophy. Matt, congratulations. Not exactly what you wanted, but hey, good race.
You know, the promoters here, they look after you the whole time, and they've prepared a great track. Yeah, it might have been a little bit rough, but that just gives it character. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a pretty tough race. Like me and Ryan and Mick running side by side, and I don't think we even got tyre marks on the side and in lap traffic. So that was just unreal, eh? And so I'd just like to thank Barnes Drilling, KRE Race Engines, Shock Shack, North to West Tyres, Fuchs Oils, the Bolt Factory, Alan Barnes for supplying me and helping me out with this car, and Kenny Mack for getting us back down here after 2 weeks ago, Liam, Ty, Brad, Zach, Peter and all them that help out on the car. Can't thank everyone enough.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations to Matt Pascoe, home in 3rd place. A runner-up in the national title. What a job for one of your own in South Australia. Come on, make some noise for Ryan Alexander. Well done, man. You drove the wheels off that thing.
Yeah, we had a really good race car there. You know, it was a bit tight to start with, but coming on through the middle of the race there, when we found the top down there in 3 and 4, I thought, geez, we got half a shot here, and just to stay with him was awesome. You know, a couple times we got a run there, and then the gap closed, but you know that's racing, and we have to try and get around that. But no, I'm stoked to get second.
Not wrong, mate. And then all of a sudden he sort of got away, and then you got back to him, and then you come around a lap traffic, and you're probably going, hang on a sec, we're on here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we'd be like a yo-yo. You go backwards and forwards. I'd make mistakes, he would make mistakes, and we'll get through there. And then we got the lap traffic, and I figured if he's going through that gap, I'm going through that too. So I apologise to everyone. I punted out the way, and yeah, Australian title.
Absolutely, mate. Just an absolutely massive effort. It means so much to do so well here in South Australia.
Yeah, definitely. You know, to come out here, start pole, and you know we started pole in the last Murray Bridge Australian title too, when it was back in SA, and you know to start pole here and run second is absolutely awesome. You know, I can't thank Steve and Wendy for letting me drive their car. They're the best car owners you could ask for. National Karate, Lewiston Haulage, Acme Removals, Royal Precision Lubricants, OPR Shocks, NZ, West Torrens Dyno, Mike, Pete, Dale, Dad, Geezer, everyone that's come and supported me from all over the country this weekend. Thank you all so much, and yeah, we got second.
Absolutely, well done, mate. Congratulations. And that brings us to the new national champion for the 4th time in history. How about some noise for Darren Kane? Another blue sash and another trophy with a 1 on it. And mate, well done. Congratulations, another Australian title.
Yeah, how cool is that, eh? Yes, congratulations to Borderline and Mount Gambier. How they've treated us so good all weekend, and the track, they definitely made us work hard in the feature because like it changed so much, as it did in the South Australian title too. And so as I was in that race, I had that bottom sorted out, but this corner here I was pretty shit, and I was moving it around, and then I sort of got it half worked out, and then when I was approaching the lap cars, they were right where I need to be. So then you had to move around, but congratulations to Ryan. Like I said, it would have been great to see him win because he's definitely going to be an Australian champion one day. Congratulations to Matt. Thanks to Ian Botch for letting me drive the car. Brenton, the new car, like she's only probably 10 shows old and she's not too bad. And Greg, all the work he does. David, I had my mate Boxhead from Tassie. He was here helping me. Like to thank my dad. He's not here, but he does a lot of work on the car. My girlfriend Vanessa. All the guys back at home, the sponsors, obviously, Ian Botcher Race Parts, Dominator Race Cars, DRW Raceware, Motorsport Fuels, and yeah, I hope I haven't forgotten anybody, but yeah, whoopee.
Whoopee, all right. And the best thing about it is they broke every single record impossible on the live stream. It was like 3,500 people tuned in, massive audience. Super Sedans are far from dead, mate.
That's exactly right, mate, and that's because they all love Ryan Alexander. That's why they're all viewing.
Beautiful stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, your new national champion. How about you put your hands together for Darren Kane? All right, we're going to get a few more photos here with our podium, and our street stocks aren't too far away.
Well, as the photos get taken trackside for our 5 place getters in this year's SSA National Super Sedan title, we're going to take a couple of short breaks on the live stream. We'll be back shortly with the A main for the MJS Street Stock Series.
All right, I'll say that.